What happens when a Hollywood legend's good intentions are tested by a teen's raw defiance? Detroit pulses with a gritty heartbeat. It's downtown, a mix of gleaming skyscrapers and boarded-up storefronts, where the air carries a faint scent of motor oil and fresh murals. On a chilly fall evening, the Beacon Theater, a renovated 1920s gem, buzzes with anticipation. Its marquee glows with legacy voices. Youth Unscripted, a showcase for at-risk teens mentored by Robert Downey Jr.'s charity, which funds theater programs to amplify marginalized stories. Inside, the auditorium hums, red velvet seats. Creaky stage, the warm glow of stage lights. Robert Downey Jr., 60, stands backstage, his tailored blazer sharp, his salt and pepper hair catching the light, his grin a blend of Tony Stark charisma and hard-won warmth. He's here to guide these kids, not steal their spotlight. But a single voice is about to challenge his role. Can authenticity bridge the gap between fame and struggle? Have you ever been called out in a way that reshaped your heart? Stay with me. This is where it gets real. The theater crackles with energy. The audience a mix of community members, donors, and local press. Backstage, teens in thrift store costumes, jeans, hoodies, borrowed dresses, rehearse lines, their nerves electric. Downey's legacy voices has transformed lives from LA to Miami, but Detroit's program, in a city scarred by economic hardship, hits close to his heart. His own battles, addiction, prison, redemption, fuel his mission to give kids a stage to rewrite their stories. Susan, his wife, texts from LA, asterisk let them shine, Robert, be their ally, not their hero. Asterisk he nods, pocket his phone, determined to keep the focus on the kids. His team, program director Lena, stage manager Marcus, and a few aides, hustles to prep the show, ensuring Mike's work and props are set. Downey weaves through the teens, offering fist bumps and quips. You're gonna kill it, he tells a shy girl clutching a script. She smiles, but not everyone sold on him. Among the group is Darius, 16, a foster kid from Detroit's east side, his cornrows tight, his eyes sharp with skepticism. Darius's monologue, a raw piece about losing his brother to violence, is the show's centerpiece. He's grateful for the program, but wary of Downey's Hollywood sheen, suspecting the stars here for clout, not connection. Downey catches Darius's guarded glance, but chalks it up to stage jitters. Ready to own that stage? He asks, clapping Darius's shoulder. Darius shrugs, his voice flat. We'll see. The curtain rises, the audience hushing as teens perform. Skits about family, poems about survival, a rap about hope. The crowd leans in, moved by the raw honesty. Darius steps up last, his presence commanding, his monologue a gut punch. My brother's gone, street took him, and I'm still here, writing to keep his name alive. His voice cracks, but he powers through, ending with, this stage is ours, not yours. The audience erupts, standing, clapping, some wiping tears. Down in the wings, cheers loudest, whispering to Lena, that kid's a force. But as Darius exits the stage, he doesn't bask in the applause. He strides toward Downey, his sneakers thudding, his voice cutting to the theater's hum. Mr. Downey, you keep saying this is about us, but is it? Or are we just props for your comeback story? The audience gasps, heads turning, phones raise to record. Lena freezes, Marcus signals security, but Downey waves him off, his grin fading. Whoa, Darius, he says, stepping forward, his tone light but strained. You got something to say, let's hear it. Darius doesn't blink, his arms crossed. You're a star, man. You got mansions, awards, fans. You come here, act like you get us, but you don't live our pain. Is legacy voices for us, or for you to look like a savior? The theater feels charged, the air thick with tension. A donor coughs, a parent whispers, and a reporter scribbles furiously. Downey's chest tightens. He's faced critics, scandals, even prison. But this, a teen calling him out mid-show, hits raw. He could quip his way out, charm the crowd. But Darius's eyes, fierce, wounded, demand truth. You're laying it bare, Downey says, his voice quieter, real. I've got privilege, no question. Big house, big life. But I've been broken, addict, locked up, nobody. I built this program to give kids like you what I needed. A voice, not a pedestal. Darius scoffs, his voice sharp. That was decades ago. You're untouchable now. How you connected to my world, where I'm dodging bullets, not headlines. The question lands like a spotlight, exposing the chasm between Downey's past and his present. The audience watches breathless, the stage lights casting long shadows. Downey runs a hand through his hair, his wit giving way to vulnerability. Maybe I'm not as connected as I thought, he admits, the words stunning the crowd. I've been leaning on my story, thinking it's enough. You're calling me out and it hurts, but it's fair. I don't live your fight, Darius, but I want to understand. Tell me how to make this real. The crowd shifts, moved by his honesty. Darius hesitates, his guard softening. Let us run this, he says. Not just perform, build a program, choose the stories, lead the way. We ain't your charity case. We're the ones who know what's real. Downey nods, a spark in his eyes. Done, he declares, loud for all to hear. Asterisk Legacy voices asterisk. Detroit gets a youth board, with you as co-lead. You shape it, we fund it. No more Hollywood script. Your story, your rules. Darius blinks, surprised, then extends a hand. Bet, he says, shaking Downey's hand firmly. The audience erupts, applause shaking the rafters, donors clapping, teens cheering. Downey turns the crowd, his charisma back, but humbler. This is their stage, folks. Darius and these kids are the future. Let's raise $3 million tonight to make their vision real. Create, lead, inspire. Who's in? The crowd roars while it's opening. Phones buzzing with pledges. Lena live streams, Marcus grins, and Susan, watching online, texts, proud of you. The show ends in a whirlwind, the theater alive with hope. Teens mob Darius, who's still processing his bold move, while donors pledge millions. Downey pulls Darius aside, his grin genuine. You shook me up, kid, he says. Keep it real. Darius smirks. You too, man. Don't go all Hollywood on us. Downey laughs, clapping his back. Deal. The crowd lingers, sharing stories of resilience, inspired by Darius's courage. Downey feels the weight of the teen's words, a mirror to his blind spots. He's still a star, but tonight he's learned to step back, to amplify, not define. By morning, Detroit wakes to viral clips of Clash, headlines screaming. Teen calls out our DJ in theater showdown. Sparks youth revolution. Hashtag Darius speaks trends, with posts praising his fire and Downey's response. Legacy Voices launches a Detroit Youth Board, with Darius and peers designing new programs, playwriting labs, film workshops, a teen-led festival. Donations soar past $3 million. Fueled by the viral moment, Downey at a local diner scrolls the buzz, sipping coffee, Susan on speakerphone. He got to you, she says, teasing. Yeah, Downey replies softer. Reminded me this isn't my story, it's theirs. He tweets, asterisk Darius is the voice. Legacy Voices is his now. Let's empower these kids. Hashtag Darius speaks. Asterisk the post explodes, comments flooding, some inspired, some skeptical, all engaged. In Detroit, Darius leads a youth board meeting in a community center. Sketching plans, his monologue now a rallying cry. A girl in Flint sees a clip, joins a Legacy Voices workshop. Her story finding a stage. A donor funds a new theater space, inspired by the viral call. Downey watches the ripples, his wit tempered by humility. He's still the comeback king, but Darius's truth has recalibrated his mission. Not a reinvention, but a vow to let youth lead. What's your stage to claim? Have you ever been challenged to rethink your role? Hit that subscribe button for timeless tales, to catch more stories that ignite change and stir the soul. Drop your thoughts below. Would you call out Downey like Darius, or stay quiet? Can one teen spark a movement? Like, share and let's keep this fire alive. Your voice could be the next act.